Welcome to the Realtors Podcast, your go-to resource for everything real estate. Whether you're a seasoned agent or just starting out, we provide actionable tips, market insights, and success stories to help you grow your business. Tune in for expert advice, industry trends, and the inspiration you need to thrive in the competitive world of real estate. Stay ahead of the game with the Realtors Podcast.
All right, so thinking about jumping into the world of real estate.
Ooh, exciting.
We've got a ton of info here
Yeah.
about becoming an agent.
Yeah.
Licensing costs the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
We'll even tackle that whole realtor thing.
The mystery.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Think of this as your crash course to becoming a house-selling superstar.
Love it.
Okay, so first things first.
Mm-hmm.
This article, How to Become a Real Estate Agent, a step-by-step guide, throws out a pretty big number.
Okay.
Over 1.5 million realtors in the U.S.
Wow.
And that's not even counting all the agents who aren't part of that whole realtor club.
Right.
Clearly, there's some appeal here.
Definitely.
But let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it as glamorous as those house hunting shows make it seem?
That's the age-old question, right?
Right.
Those shows definitely make it look easy.
Yeah.
But in reality, becoming a successful real estate agent, it takes more than just a good eye for design
Mm-hmm.
and a charming personality.
Right.
It's a business. And like any business, it takes serious knowledge, people skills, and a whole lot of hustle.
So no cruising around in fancy cars and staging million-dollar mansions.
Well, maybe sometimes.
Eh?
But a lot of the work happens behind the scenes,
Oh.
late nights, early mornings.
Yeah.
A constant drive to learn and adapt to that market.
Okay, so maybe not all glitz and glam,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
This article breaks it down into 6 steps.
Okay.
Think of it as our treasure map.
I like it.
And we're here to help you navigate the tricky parts.
Awesome.
Step 1, know your state.
Right.
Kind of bummer, but there's no one-size-fits-all real estate license.
Right.
Each state has its own quirks.
Yeah, it's like a patchwork quilt
Oh,
of real estate regulations.
got it.
And it's not just the initial license requirements either.
Mm-hmm.
States have their own rules about things like how often you need to take classes to keep your license current,
Okay.
whether you need to disclose any past legal issues,
No.
even something called reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
Is that like a real estate secret handshake?
It's more like a fast track pass,
Okay.
but only if you're lucky.
Right.
It means you might be able to use your license in another state
Mhm.
without having to take the whole exam again.
Interesting.
But here's the catch. Not all states play nice.
Okay.
For instance, Illinois has reciprocity with a bunch of states,
Mm-hmm.
meaning you can transfer your license pretty easily.
Oh.
But if you got licensed in Texas, you're starting from scratch in pretty much any other state.
So no real estate empire building across state lines without doing your research.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so let's say you figured out your state's requirements. What's next?
Hit the books.
Okay.
Step 2 is all about those pre-licensing courses.
Right.
And the length and cost can be all over the map depending on where you are.
Okay, let's talk specifics.
Yeah.
What kind of time commitment are we looking at?
Well, California likes to keep things thorough,
Mm-hmm.
over 130 hours of coursework.
Wow.
Florida keeps it a bit shorter,
Okay,
a little over 60 hours.
got it.
The good news is a lot of states are offering online options now.
Online courses, that's more my style. Are they as good as the in-person classes?
Honestly, some of them are even better.
Okay.
You've got interactive modules,
Mm-hmm.
practice exams, and even access to instructors if you need help.
That's great.
Of course, you got to do your research and pick a program that's legit,
Right.
accredited, and with a good reputation.
Yeah.
Don't just go for the cheapest or easiest option.
Solid advice.
Thank you.
Okay, so you've survived pre-licensing,
Ooh.
which means it's time for step 3,
Uh-oh.
the dreaded exam.
Dun 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 dun.
Any tips for staying calm and collected when the pressure's on?
First off, remember you put in the work, so trust yourself.
Okay.
The exam is usually done on a computer,
Mm-hmm.
has 2 parts,
Okay.
a national section with general real estate knowledge,
Right.
and then a state-specific section.
Makes sense.
Because like we said, every state likes to do things their own way.
Right, exactly. So what kind of questions are on this exam? Is it all super technical legal jargon?
It's a mix, really.
Okay.
You'll see multiple choice questions on everything from real estate contracts,
Mm-hmm.
figuring out how much a property is worth,
Oh.
fair housing laws,
Right.
the ethical side of things.
Got it.
The passing rates can be different from state to state,
Yeah.
but one thing's for sure, you got to be prepared.
Okay.
This isn't something you can just wing.
Right. So let's say worst case scenario, you don't pass the first time. What happens?
Okay.
Is it back to square one?
Don't worry, most states give you a few chances to retake the exam.
Okay.
There are usually rules about how many times you can retake it within a certain period,
Mm-hmm.
and you might have to wait a bit between attempts.
Right.
Just take it as an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and
Yeah.
come back even stronger.
I love that positive spin.
Always got to be positive.
All right, so let's fast forward to the good stuff.
Yes.
You aced the exam. What's next?
That brings us to step 4,
Right.
the paper chase. Passing the exam is a huge win, but it's not over yet.
Okay.
Now you got to activate your license,
Mm-hmm.
which usually means sending an application to your state's real estate overlords,
Okay.
along with some paperwork, and of course the dreaded fees.
Speaking of fees, are we talking hundreds, thousands? What kind of damage?
Well, it depends on the state.
Okay.
Some are a bit friendlier than others,
Okay.
but you're looking at anywhere from a couple hundred to over $400.
Okay.
And just like everything else in the government, it takes time.
Mm.
Usually a few weeks for them to review everything.
Got it.
And officially make you a real estate agent.
Patience is a virtue,
It is.
especially in real estate, it seems.
It seems that way.
Okay, so after all that, you're officially licensed.
Yay!
But wait, there's more, right?
Always.
Step 5 is all about finding your crew.
Okay.
So what's the deal with finding a brokerage to work with?
Yeah.
Is this like picking your real estate family?
It's pretty important. Fresh out of the licensing oven, you're required to work under the watchful eye of a managing broker.
Okay.
The brokerage is like your home base.
Mm-hmm.
They provide the structure support
Right.
and legal backing you need to navigate the real estate world.
Got it.
Think of it like joining a team.
Okay.
Except in this case, the team helps you close deals and make money.
So it's not just about finding the brokerage with the coolest office or the best coffee.
While those things are nice perks,
Okay.
the real factors to consider are the brokerage's reputation,
Mhm.
what kind of training they offer, the
Right.
overall vibe of the company,
Okay.
and let's be honest, commission's split, how much
Yeah.
of the pie you get to keep when you close a deal.
Right.
But it's not all about the money.
Okay.
Think about it this way. Do they offer mentorship programs?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a solid system for generating leads,
Wow.
marketing your services?
Okay.
These things can make a huge difference, especially in the beginning.
So finding the right brokerage is like finding a good mentor.
Exactly.
I'm going to show you the ropes.
Yeah.
Maybe even share some of their secret sauce for success. Makes sense.
All right.
So we've tackled the first 5 steps,
We're on a roll.
meaning you're officially a real estate agent working under a brokerage,
Wow.
ready to take on the world.
Love it.
But hold on, there's one final level up.
Oh, it.
Step 6, realtor status.
Ooh.
I've always wondered, what's the real difference between a real estate agent and a realtor?
That's a question that trips up a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of folks use the terms interchangeably,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a distinction.
Okay.
Here's the thing. All realtors are real estate agents,
Okay.
but not all real estate agents are realtors.
So it's like the VIP section of the real estate world.
You got it.
Okay.
Being a realtor means you're part of the National Association of Realtors,
Mm-hmm.
NAR for short.
Okay.
It's like joining an exclusive club
Okay.
with its own set of rules and perks. And the biggest rule of all is following their strict code of ethics, which is all about honesty, fairness,
Mm-hmm.
being a straight shooter in every deal.
It's like the real estate version of a knight's code of chivalry.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But it's not all rules and regulations.
Yeah, well,
Being an NA member also gives you access to a ton of resources.
like what?
Think market data.
Hmm.
That helps you understand what's going on in the housing world,
Okay.
educational opportunities to keep your skills sharp,
Right.
and even networking events where you can rub shoulders with other real estate pros.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
It is.
But is there a cost to join this exclusive club?
Of course there are membership dues,
Okay.
and they can vary depending on your local chapter,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of realtors will tell you the benefits outweigh the cost,
Yeah.
especially if you're serious about building a long-term career in real estate.
All right, so we've navigated the 6 steps to becoming a real estate agent and even dipped our toes into the world of realtors.
Right.
But let's be real. The big question on everyone's mind is, how much money can I actually make doing this?
Right.
This article mentions a median salary of around $54,000 a year.
Okay.
Is that the real deal, or is there more to the story?
That figure can be a bit misleading.
Okay.
Remember, real estate agents don't get a regular paycheck.
Right.
Their income comes from commissions, which is a percentage of the sale price of a property.
Oh.
So your earning potential is tied to how many deals you close,
Right.
what kind of properties you're selling,
Makes sense.
and how your commission is structured with your brokerage.
So it's more like a roller coaster ride than a steady climb.
Exactly.
Got it.
It's all about performance.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be proactive, build relationships,
Okay.
and most importantly, close those deals.
All right.
And there are definitely costs involved that you need to factor in,
Okay.
things the article might not tell you about.
Okay, spill the tea. What kind of hidden costs are we talking about?
Well, you'll probably have to shell out some cash for marketing.
Mhm.
Think ads, brochures, maybe even a website.
Right.
Then there are those pesky license renewal fees.
Right.
And let's not forget about the ongoing education you need to keep your license current.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the cost of getting around to show properties, those MLS fees,
Okay.
and looking the part.
Right.
A sharp real estate agent can't show up in sweatpants, right?
Right. Definitely not.
Yeah,
Wow, it sounds like those hidden costs can really add up fast.
but they can.
Anything else aspiring agents should know about the financial side of things?
Here's a pro tip. Have a financial cushion, especially when you're just starting out.
Okay.
You're essentially an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
which means no guaranteed income.
Right.
Having some savings stashed away can be a lifesaver
Yeah.
while you're building your client base and closing those first few deals.
So it's all about being prepared for the ups and downs of the real estate market. Great advice. So we've covered the steps to becoming an agent and even talked about the money.
Mm-hmm.
But this article doesn't really paint a picture of what a day in the life
Yeah.
actually looks like.
Right.
Is it all open houses and closing deals?
Right.
Or is there more to it than meets the eye?
Well, if you're thinking nonstop action and high-stakes negotiations like in the movies, you might be in for a surprise. The
Yeah.
truth is, there's no such thing as a typical day for a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
Every day brings something new, and that's part of what keeps things interesting.
Okay, so no 2 days are alike.
Right.
But what kinds of tasks can an agent expect to juggle on any given day?
Mm-hmm.
Give us a glimpse behind the curtain.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
You're part salesperson, part marketer, part therapist,
Okay.
and part administrative wizard all rolled into one.
Wow, that's a lot of hats.
It is.
So one day you might be meeting with clients, showing properties,
Mm-hmm.
keeping your finger on the pulse of the market,
Right.
while the next day you're knee-deep in paperwork,
Yeah.
negotiating contracts, and building your online presence.
It's a constant balancing act.
Yeah.
Requires serious organizational skills.
So it's not just about having a charming smile and a knack for closing deals.
Right.
What are some essential skills that are absolutely crucial for success in this world?
Communication is at the top of the list.
Okay.
You're constantly interacting with a wide range of people.
Yeah.
Clients, other agents, lenders, inspectors, you name it.
Right.
And not just talking, but really listening,
Hmm.
asking the right questions,
Okay.
and explaining sometimes complex stuff in a way that everyone can understand.
Right.
It's about building trust and making sure everyone is on the same page.
So more than just being a smooth talker, you need to be a master communicator,
Exactly.
both in person and in writing.
Yeah, think about it. You're drafting emails,
Hmm.
crafting marketing materials,
Right.
and negotiating contracts.
Okay. Yeah.
Clear and effective writing is key.
Communication skills checked. What other superpowers does a budding real estate superstar need?
Organization is your best friend.
Okay.
You're running your own show here,
Mhm.
which means scheduling appointments,
Right.
keeping track of expenses,
Yeah.
meeting those deadlines,
Okay.
making sure nothing falls through the cracks.
Got it.
Time management is also essential,
Right.
especially when you're juggling multiple clients and deals at the same time.
Yeah. Sounds like a real estate agent needs to be a master of multitasking.
For sure.
Is there anything else aspiring agents should know about the day-to-day realities?
Yeah.
Any surprises they might not expect?
One thing that often gets overlooked is the importance of emotional intelligence.
Interesting. Okay.
Buying or selling a home is a big deal for most people.
Yeah.
It's emotionally charged.
Right.
And as their agent, you need to be able to empathize with their anxieties,
Mm-hmm.
understand their needs,
Right.
and guide them through the process with patience and a steady hand.
So it's almost like being a real estate therapist, helping people navigate one of the biggest financial and emotional decisions
Absolutely.
of their lives.
Yeah. And speaking of navigating challenges, the article briefly mentions the competitive nature
Right.
of the real estate industry,
Mm-hmm.
With so many agents out there, it can be tough to stand out from the crowd
Yeah.
and build a thriving business.
So how does a new agent break through the noise
Mm,
and make a name for themselves in such a competitive market?
right.
What are some strategies for success?
That's where things get really strategic.
Okay.
Think of building a successful real estate business like a multi-layered cake.
I like it. Okay.
The first layer is your network.
Right.
You need to build strong connections, not just within the industry, but within your community as well.
So networking is key.
It is.
Tell us more about that. What does effective networking look like for a real estate agent?
It's all about building genuine relationships.
Okay.
Attend industry events, join local groups, maybe even volunteer in your community. The more people you know, the more opportunities you have to connect with potential clients
Okay.
and tap into those all-important referrals.
So it's about getting your name out there, building those personal connections.
Yeah.
What other strategies can help a new agent gain traction?
In today's digital age, you absolutely need a strong online presence.
Okay.
Think of it as your virtual storefront. Create a professional website.
Right.
Build a following on social media.
Okay.
And consider investing in online advertising to reach a wider audience.
So online marketing is a must.
It is.
But what about those tried and true traditional methods?
Right.
Are those still relevant in the digital age?
Don't underestimate the power of those old school tactics.
Okay.
Especially at the local level.
All right.
Hosting open houses is a classic way to showcase properties. Meet potential buyers face to face.
Right.
Sending out well-designed mailers can make a statement.
Okay.
And sponsoring community events can boost your visibility. Connect you with potential clients in a more personal way.
Those are all great ideas.
Thanks.
But let's be real. Marketing can get expensive.
It can.
What about those agents who are just starting out, who might not have a huge budget?
Right.
Any advice for marketing on a shoestring?
Absolutely. Word-of-mouth marketing is your secret weapon.
Okay.
Tell your friends, family, former colleagues, anyone who will listen, that you're in the real estate business.
Yep.
You'd be surprised how many people are looking to buy or sell a property or know someone who is.
It's amazing how powerful personal recommendations can be.
It is.
What other budget-friendly marketing tips can you share?
Think collaboration.
Okay.
Partner up with local businesses that complement your services.
All right, like
Mortgage lenders, home inspectors, even moving companies.
Right.
You can refer clients to each other.
Okay.
Create a win-win situation for everyone involved.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's all about building those mutually beneficial relationships.
Exactly.
And finding creative ways to expand your reach.
Yeah.
So we've covered the importance of networking, building an online presence,
Right.
and leveraging both traditional and digital marketing strategies. But ultimately, it all boils down to providing exceptional service to your clients.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. Building a successful real estate business is about more than just closing deals. It's about building those long-lasting relationships based on trust integrity and a genuine desire to help people achieve their homeownership dreams.
It's about being more than just a salesperson.
Right.
It's about being a trusted advisor and advocate for your clients.
Precisely.
It's been such an eye-opening conversation.
It has.
We've covered so much ground.
Yeah.
And it feels like we've only just begun to explore
Right.
the vast and intricate world of real estate.
There's always something new to discover. Yeah.
The real estate industry is constantly changing with new technologies, shifting market trends, and evolving regulations.
It's a career path that demands continuous learning and adaptation. Well said, and that's what makes it so exciting.
It is.
Before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
let's take a moment to recap what we've discussed.
Sounds good.
We started by exploring the day-to-day realities of being a real estate agent,
Yeah?
highlighting the importance of those core skills. Communication organization, emotional intelligence, and a knack for multitasking.
Right.
We then ventured into the competitive arena of the real estate market, discussing strategies for success.
Right.
From building your network and creating a strong online presence to leveraging both traditional and digital marketing tactics. It's all about finding what works for you and your target audience.
Exactly.
And of course, we emphasize the importance of providing exceptional client service,
Right.
building those trust-based relationships.
And establishing a stellar reputation.
It's everything.
After all, in real estate, your word is your bond.
Absolutely.
This has been such an insightful conversation.
It has.
We've covered so much ground.
Yeah.
And it feels like we've only just scratched the surface of the vast world of real estate.
There's always more to learn.
Yeah.
The real estate industry is constantly evolving with new technologies, market trends, and legal regulations emerging all the time.
Right.
It's a career path that requires continuous learning and adaptation.
Absolutely. That's what keeps things interesting and challenging.
For sure.
So before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, let's take a moment to recap what we've uncovered.
Okay.
In this part of our exploration.
Sounds good.
We started by peeling back the curtain and revealing the day-to-day realities of being a real estate agent. We discussed the importance of key skills like communication, organization, emotional intelligence, and time management, emphasizing that it's not just about closing deals, but also about building relationships, providing exceptional service, and establishing a solid reputation in a competitive market.
A lot.
We then explored the world of brokerages, delving into the different models that exist, from the traditional apprenticeship-style setup to the more independent discount and virtual models. The key takeaway, choosing the right brokerage is crucial for success.
It is.
And it's all about finding the model that aligns best with your individual needs, preferences, and long-term goals.
It's about finding your real estate tribe. The people and the environment that will support your growth and empower you to thrive in this dynamic industry.
Well said. Now get ready for the grand finale.
Ooh, exciting.
In the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore some additional resources and tips to help you continue your journey toward becoming a successful real estate professional.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned for more insights and inspiration. Welcome back to the home stretch. Now, ready to wrap up our deep dive into the world of real estate.
Ooh, the final countdown.
We've covered a lot: licensing costs, marketing, brokerages, you name it. Now let's shift gears.
All right.
And talk about some extra resources and tips that can really give you an edge on your journey to real estate success.
Consider this your toolkit for real estate domination.
I love it. So where do we start building this cool kit?
First off, there's one website every aspiring agent should bookmark. The National Association of Realtors, NAR for short. It's a goldmine of information.
Like what?
Industry news, market data, educational resources, even legal guidance.
Wow.
It's like the real estate version of Google.
NAR, that's the Realtor Club, right?
Yeah.
We talked about them earlier. But you're saying their website is useful even for those who aren't card-carrying members yet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
NAR is a great resource for anyone interested in real estate.
Right. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned pro.
Got it.
They've got something for everyone.
Okay, so NAR's website is a must visit.
Yes.
What other online resources should we be checking out?
Don't forget about your state's Real Estate Commission website.
Okay.
That's where you'll find all the nitty-gritty details about practicing real estate in your specific state.
Okay.
Think licensing requirements, continuing education rules, even information about disciplinary actions.
Right.
It's like the rule book for real estate in your neck of the woods.
It sounds like a good place to stay updated on all the legal stuff.
It is.
What about resources for those looking to sharpen their skills and knowledge?
You're in luck.
Okay.
There are tons of options out there.
Right.
Real estate schools, professional organizations offer continuing education courses, workshops, even online training programs.
Wow.
These programs can help you stay ahead of the curve.
Right.
Learn new technologies and even specialize in certain areas of real estate.
Like commercial properties or luxury homes.
So much to learn. So little time. This real estate world is a vast ocean of knowledge.
It is.
Any other parting words of wisdom you'd like to share before we wrap up?
Find yourself a mentor.
A mentor.
Having someone who's been there, done that can be invaluable.
Right.
Especially when you're first starting out.
Okay.
A mentor can offer guidance, support, and even help you avoid those common real estate pitfalls.
Right.
It's like having a real estate guardian angel.
A mentor. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
But where does one go to find such a wise and experienced real estate guru?
Networking is key here.
Okay.
Reach out to experienced agents in your brokerage, attend industry events, or even connect with real estate professionals online.
All right.
Through LinkedIn or other networking groups.
Right.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And ask for guidance.
Okay.
Most successful agents are happy to share their knowledge
and
help the next generation thrive.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that the real estate community is full of supportive and collaborative individuals who are passionate about what they do. This deep dive has been a whirlwind tour of the real estate industry.
It has been.
Packed with insights, tips, and a whole lot of inspiration.
Hopefully.
Speaking of sparking that fire.
Okay.
Here's a final thought to ponder as you embark on your real estate journey.
You're right. I'm ready.
What makes you unique?
Ooh, good question.
What value do you bring to the table that sets you apart from all those other agents out there?
Right.
Think about your strengths, your passions, your experiences. What's your unique selling proposition?
I like it.
By figuring out what makes you stand out.
Right.
You can create a brand that resonates with clients.
Yeah.
And attracts those who are looking for exactly what you offer.
That's an excellent point to end on.
Right.
It's all about finding your niche, your specialty. The area of real estate where you can truly shine. We encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning, keep asking questions.
Yeah.
And never stop growing. The real estate world is full of possibilities.
Well said. And with that, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the exciting world of real estate.
Awesome.
We've covered a lot of ground, but remember, this is just the beginning of your journey.
It is.
Embrace the challenges, celebrate the wins, and never stop learning.
So true.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.